We are in the middle of Chanukah. Let's just learn something small and short, beautiful thought regarding Chanukah. So we know the mitzvah of Chanukah is to light candles. And the Talmud teaches us like this. The real mitzvah is to light the candles outside of the house. Al Pesach Beisoy Mebachutz, the opening of your house to the outside. And then the Gemara says, what happens if you live in a very high building, a higher floor? So the Gemara says you could just put it by the window and it's okay. And then the Gemara says, what happens if you have fear? Literally means you have fear of people, you're scared that they're going to see the candles, they'll think you're Jewish, or whatever the explanation will be. Let's not get into it right now. Then the Gemara says, just put it on your table and it's okay. This idea is a very deep, beautiful explanation, but I'll do it very short. The mitzvah of Chanukah is to light up the street. This is, we all know, we learned about it many times. And this is why it's got to be by the door to the outside. The Chanukah light, the Kedusha of Chanukah, the beauty of the candles, the beauty of the oil, the beauty of the miracle of the 8 candle should spread into the darkness of the street, to light up the street. And as we understand in the spiritual level, means our mission is to light up the world, to light up the streets. This is why the Rebbe is so into a lot of public manners on the street, just to light up the street. But then the Gemara says, what happens if you live in a higher floor? What does it mean in a deeper level? So the Rebbe once explained it. What it means is, if someone is in a very high level, not physically in a high floor, spiritually in a very high level, and because he's in a very high level, he's not in the level that he can lower himself down to go into the street. He's too holy, like Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. So the Gemara says you still have obligation to put it by the window, meaning to say it's always got to be opening in your house, an opening in your heart, an opening in yourself to shine, to bring your light onto the street. Like in the Beis Hamikdash. The Beis Hamikdash, as we know, there was windows. And the reason was windows in the Beis Hamikdash, as holy as it was windows in order to bring out the light of the menorah of Beit Hamikdash into the street. Well, this is what the Gemara says. If you are from the Bnei Aliyah, means if you live very high, if you're not very high level, you cannot lower yourself down. Makes no difference. Wherever you are, you should have a window that your light of the Chanukah should go onto the street. Your light of the Chanukah should go into the people. But then the Gemara continues, stage number 3, if you have fear. What does it mean at the spiritual level if you have fear? I have fear that if I will go onto the street and shine my menorah, in other words, I will get involved into the darkness to bring the light. Yes, there is a great advantage to light up the darkness, but it's a very big risk. I'm afraid that I will get contaminated from that. I'm afraid instead of me lighting up the streets, I will have the downfall. I will lose. So the Gemara says, if you're afraid of that, keep it at the table at your house. What does it mean, keep it at the table at your house? In the spiritual life, what it means, if you have fear that by you bringing light into the world, you are not going to affect the world will affect you, means that you're very weak. You're not strong enough. So therefore, the first thing what you got to do, the Gemara says, bring the light in your house. Bring your house into your edifice. Bring the light into yourself. Strengthen yourself. Why are you so weak? Why are you afraid of that? It's because there's something weak by you. Strengthen yourself. Light up your table. Light up your house. Light up yourself. Become strong. And then when you're going to become strong, you will be able not to be afraid of shining into the street. On the contrary, you're going to get a strength, the power to do the mission of Chanukah, as the Rebbe wants it so much, to go out on the street, bring the light of Chanukah to the street, and shine up the world with the great glory of Chanukah. And by you doing this, and all of us doing this, the Mitzvah Hashem to bring the light of Chanukah into the street, that the street will turn from darkness to light. This is the beautiful and the great preparation for Mashiach coming on this Chanukah. Have yourself a beautiful Chanukah and a great Shabbos.